Okay, now I'm going to take an $80 deposit from a customer for an upcoming job. So this is how I do that. First, I'm going to click on Tools, and it'll bring up the options that will allow me to take the deposit. And obviously, the final entry there, take a deposit, is the one you're going to use. So I click on Take a Deposit, and it brings up a list of customers. Now, if my employee account allows me to only collect deposits from customers that are on my route, then that's who will be in the list here. If it allows me to take a deposit from any customer, then obviously I will have access to all the customers. Okay, so I'm going to select the customer from the list. So I'm going to select the customer, and it brings up the screen. And again, the first thing it's going to ask me is, what is the payment type going to be? So I tap on the payment type option, and as you can see, I have three choices. The person can give me the deposit by check or by credit card on file or a new credit card. And they would have to supply all the information, including the security code on the back. To save time, we're just going to use a credit card on file. So I tap on credit card on file, and as you can see, it masks the credit card number and just shows me the last four digits. So now I just have to put in the amount of the deposit. So I tap in the amount field, and I'm going to enter $80. And then I'm going to tap Submit, save the deposit. And now I'm required to collect the customer's signature. So of course, the signature line comes up. So now I can hand the tablet to the customer. Before I do, I'll point out to the customer that we do charge a 3% credit card convenience fee. Make sure that there are no questions later on or arguments over the fee. Make sure that the customer is aware of that. And there's the amount of the fee. So now the customer signs the signature line. They can use their finger, or if you have a stylus, they can use a stylus to do it. I'll just go ahead and sign. So now that the customer signed, they tap the authorize button, and the credit card is charged, and I get my success. And that's how you record a deposit for a job. Now, the one thing to note, I'm going to press my exit button here. The one thing to note is that because the job hasn't been set up yet, whenever the tech takes a deposit, it will always be reserved for service request 22. You will have to, once you create the proper service request, go into the deposit and change the service request that the deposit is for. Anyway, that's how you take a deposit.